Hello! It is I, back at it again with some more Library of Ruina. Well, I don't think I want to spend too much time on yapping at the start. We have enough time to yap on Sunday. Um, Hopefully, at least. I will instead get right into the game, see if I can, still make it into the city, because that is something I plan to do today. And also, watch the Fire Emblem Direct later, which I probably won't be doing on stream, but I will do so on the Discord. Anyone? Hello to everyone. Anyone? What? Anyways, hello to everyone. We will now continue with our library draft. Yesterday we ended off at the start of Urban Plague. Not because it was too difficult, but because I got so bored by the game being piss easy. Which will hopefully change today. Because we are about to face both Tomeri and Philip if we manage to make it through the entirety of Urban Plague. But maybe something's going to catch me off guard and I will regret everything I said and hate this game with a deep passion. I doubt that's going to happen, but who knows. Okay, Library of Ruina is starting. Does the game want to get captured? No. Oh no, I think it did just get captured. It's definitely seeing my cursor. Oh. No, it's loading. Okay, it is on stream. Nice. Then let me open up my chat on the left. And then let's get right into it. Well, okay. I was about to say, if the game decides to continue. My goal for today is definitely trying to finish Urban Plague. We'll see if I can get there. But yeah, I did do some alterations to everything. I took out the struggles and switched them out for overpower, because Kita Floor just stacks so much power up that I was like, you know what, maybe this is like really strong to do instead, especially when I also went through my usable key page passives again. I realized that I have both pierce stagger damage +2 and +1, meaning that the lead die on overpowered now does a minimum of 8 stagger damage to targets that are normal, weak to pierce stagger, which honestly, quite nice if you have it 3 times. Okay. The game plan for today is trying to get to Sayo as quick as I can, then do the musicians, and well, afterwards we have this to clear. So first we gotta take care of the carnival, which, to be fair, that's gonna be a little bit scary, since they have remembrance. Which, by the way, insane passive if I had that, but I think Hughes ended up with getting remembrance. But hey, we don't need it. Why are you attacking this thing that's already getting you up in emotion? Oh, look at that amount of stagger damage. Big. To be fair, I don't think you can see much of a difference to like the Kanat stuff, but remember that like Kanat enemies also had like so much less stagger resistance than these guys did. Okay, here comes tailoring, that's a little bit scary. It's actually very scary. Let me just use a fascinating fabric against that one specifically. And then I guess I just have to take that one. Hi, I got like 30 minutes to bed. Hello, 30 minutes to bed. Wait, that's not a funny joke. Our min stagger damage here is 6. So if we do that plus
Haustür hat einen Besucher.
1 second, I need to go to the door real quick. BRB. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, then we do weight up, so you get staggered guaranteed by this. And then for you, I think we'll just throw another power here. For some stagger damage. And well, we'll just take that. Ow! There we go. Whew! Still have some cooking prep here. Who's this? Roland. Okay, he's gonna go up in emotions, so we can just throw out this additional overpower. Meanwhile, you can go for this one, and you can throw commandeering here as well as that. Now Alpha staggered. Pulsation. Okay, this now means that Remembrance is triggering for both of them. But we are in a position where it should be alright. There goes Alpha, and we have to take this tailoring, but 3v1 basically means it's over for this guy. And now we have unlocked tailoring, which I don't think we'll be using just yet, even though I'm kind of gravitating towards PS decks at the moment. Unfortunately, I cannot support forecast cards just yet. Do I do Sayo immediately? What's this again? Is this is not full stop. Oh, it is full stop. I could get full stop to life out of this one, which is a very nice card. Okay, and this one was... Right. An opportunity spotted is very nice. Don't have any of them. But they should be easy enough to beat. Bono is weak to PS. Speaking of Bono, let's get rid of him. Yeah, blunting hurts, but we have enough staggered to actually, you know, take a few of this. It's like 4... Yeah, this shit's gonna hurt a little bit. There goes Bono. And Alok was the one that resisted piercing to a degree, yes. Okay, now we throw ourselves into the observe. God, I love the ungodly amounts of stagger damage I'm doing. Okay, now that we have these books ready, we can actually enter general receptions, which open up even more possibilities for us. Because we have 2 of the general receptions that are coming up, specifically Jong Office Fixer and Workshop affiliated fixers. I think I will have a lot of trouble fighting the Workshop affiliated fixers, but the moment I get them, it's so over. This should be G-Con, this should be Workshop. Yeah. We specifically want these for Solidarity, but as you can tell, they're like very beefy, and it's gonna be hard to kill them. However, what we get out of it is a bunch of PS dice, which, as you might have seen already with the deck we are currently running, we do deal quite a big chunk of PS stagger damage at the moment. And that's pretty neat. Ja! Ja! Sorry for the background noise. There's supposed to be a very important package I'm supposed to not pick up, receive from my parents, so they're being pretty annoying about it. Okay, let's see how we deal with this. So these guys have solidarity, meaning that they will get insanely annoying if I don't take care of one of them. So we simply focus down one of them immediately. That's what I'm thinking. They are weak to blunting stagger, so that's pretty good. So it's probably just gonna be looking something like this. Ow. Go. Okay. Yeah, that shit's gonna hurt. But I think we keep going, just so they drop this one power. Would have been nicer if I had some additional commandeerings that I could have used last turn. But it is what it is. Actually, we do it like this. And then this is going for you. Should be good enough. Reduce some of the incoming damage. Okay, that deletes their solidarity, we get pulsation. Okay, they're not doing anything, which means we're basically safe. Okay, well, that has to happen. Can't do anything about that. Da 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 da. That's on a 5? Yeah. That's perfect, because now you are staggered. Goodbye. Ow. Okay, well. Whew. Okay, that went smoother than I expected, honestly. And now that we have the workshop affiliated fixes, we can obviously burn them. Now there's a slight problem with them. Their stats aren't the greatest. They're both weak to slashing and weak to blunting, but they do come with solidarity. And, well, in some cases, the solidarity is going to be very nice. So what we could do is like take all of this out and input solidarity onto Walter's page. Or we could alternatively use Walter's Key Page for inheriting speed plus, letting us get speed pierce dagger damage +2. The obvious downside would be that we're not getting your shield, which is a little bit sad. I think for now, I'll keep my Walter deck as it is. Actually... no. We should, at this point, already get Solidarity. For the simple reason of it's 1 power, and it's gonna be very important. It does mean that my, pierce stagger damage does go down by a little bit, but my clashing goes up in total. Fairy Festival, I'll postpone that for a little bit still. This should be Dawn Office? Yeah. Let's fight... oh, Hanafuda. Right, Hanafuda is still available for us. Very nice. Okay, we want the Jong Office Fixer, so we get bottom deal out of this. No, wait, that is Markut for. Not allowed to use that. Okay, doing Hanafuda with just 3 librarians is gonna be tough, but we'll manage. Okay, she immediately goes for Shuffle Hands. The nice thing is that these guys are weak to Pierce, except for Hanafuda, but she's weak to Blunting. Okay, in this situation, we will just do the thing of I will simply Commandeer. Since they are all using 2 dice, it's fine because our last die is a 3 to 4. Yeah. Something that's a little bit cringe is that Hanafuda is using a bunch of blunting, and, all of our Walters are weak to blunting. That's just something we have to deal with, unfortunately. Okay, flip the table. Flip the table. We now have our power up, so what we can do is combat everything, essentially. Probably want to do this here. Unfortunately, the second die on overpower is not that great. Nice. 2 things are going for you. You need to be saved at the moment. Oh god. That's a 6, huh? Okay, you are very far from getting your emotion level up. So we'll instead do this. And you'll keep your cooking preps. Very nice. Okay. Here she goes, discarding her entire hand. Which honestly is fine. Now, us running out of hand cards is a little bit less fun, but it's just something we have to deal with. She cannot get her discard effect, so probably just do this. And throw this weight up in here. Meanwhile... Oof! Oh, that one hurts. Which is especially bad because I'm not sure if Roland was actually able to deal damage. Okay, you have no hand cards. Neither do you, really. Okay, well, both of you ended up with a commandeering. That's perfect. I think we just toss this one at Hanafuda. Not a big fan of these attacks. But it is what it is. This is going for you. Which I'll just have to... Actually, wait, I don't have to take it, because... Yeah, you'll just do this one instead. Then this one goes for you, but since you are now stagger resistant, it's fine. There goes Hanafuda. Okay, then lastly, overpower, weight up, cooking prep, and weight up. There we go. Well, Dexter died at the end there, but whatever. Not like that matters. Okay, beat Hanafuda, so we get Jong off his fixer now. Very cool, very cool. Red books. Okay, I don't think I can fit Speed Dice, Solidarity, and Bottom Deal into something, unfortunately. So while I have bottom deal at the moment, I don't think it does much for me. I could change one of the Walter decks to a discard deck. Let's see. I mean, Daring Decision is a very nice card to have. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So we now remove Solidarity instead. Get Jong Officer, get bottom deal. And then I'll put... Let me redo the deck real quick. I want 2 Daring Decisions, 3 Stay Calms, 3 Shuffle Hands. Two Shuffle Hands actually. 0 cost, 2 wait ups. Actually 1 wait up. We have a decent lead block die, we have like a few Pierce dice in here. So we're definitely getting Arnold again. For Electric Shock. And then we'll get this Fixer for extra stagger damage. Okay, let us do... We could get G-Con, but not right now. Okay. Salvador's gonna be very sketch. They also all endure Pierce, which... Very fun, very fun. Nothing we can't handle though. Okay, he immediately cracks a Dawn. Cool. That's lovely. I think we just immediately go and charge Philip. There goes the stagger. Okay, now you are out of juice. Alright. So you could Daring Decision here, go up to 3 hand cards next turn. Which, sure, combat that. Actually, not. Don't combat that. Just kill him. Then we'll come and GL over here. Overpower Yuna a bit. Send another weight up here. Very nice. Okay, unfortunately we don't have power-ups, so this turns into a 3-7, which in theory should still win, but I don't want to risk that. Instead, actually, we can hit Salvador with that. Punish him a little bit. Then let's just overpower the Twink. Really, he's still alive. Okay, but he does have bleed, so I can just ignore him now. Okay, time to crack another Dawn. Which rough that it's hitting Roland, but just what it is. Okay, I think now we're just gonna go for Yuna here. We'll just let him do his thing. Oh, nice, almost minerals. Okay. We are basically out of gas, but also like, whatever. Because at this point, it's 3v1. And Daring Decision is also just an epic card. Bum 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 bum.
저 할아범은 나
In such a role.
여러분,
Okay, unfortunately, someone has to like eat a lot of shit turn 1. We'll see who it's gonna be. Okay, take the shot, which is very scary on Tamaki specifically, and it's 2 blunting dice. Okay, they're all going for Dexter, which is very rough. I can't overtake a single one either. Okay. Leeway we can kind of sort of take. Whew. I think we just do this. And then immediately jump Tamaki's ass. Very rough, because I think we might immediately just be losing Dexter here. Oh, Leroy wasn't using a gun card. Brr. But yeah, we still lost Dexter here immediately. Okay. Do I just take this? I think so. Oh wait, this is... Okay, now you're having 2 to 6, I have 2 power. So I'm guaranteed to win against the first die. This one is a 4 to 5, which is still pretty decent at winning there. And other than that, we're just throwing everything we've got into Stefan. Very nice. Dun, 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 dun. Urging. Full stop to live, that's fine. Just to make sure that Stefan is dead. That's like min damage of 8 and 6, which is guaranteed to kill already. And then honestly, we can just redirect the full stop to live. Do I want to do that? Honestly, don't care to redirect it. Would just be about emotion coins, which I'll take that. Oh, that was a gun. Me not paying attention. Lots of cooking bread. And there goes full stop of this. Probably like the scariest ones to face in a Nuzlocke, due to, you know, you just getting shot.
스테판이라는
Okay, a bunch of Abno fights. Yeah. Let's just rip off the band-aid. We are slowly approaching the part where... Well, obviously not on this fight yet, but we are slowly approaching the part where the game is expecting you to be using multiple characters. 4 characters, so the earlier floors. And that is exactly where Roland is going to start to drop off. But, hey, surely it's going to be fine. Oh, that didn't clash with Daring Decision. Okay. Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit tough, but we got this. Da, da, da. Okay, we can basically ignore these two. And just go for Sayo. He's also weak to blunt, lovely. The reason why I'm saying I can ignore these two is because they only really have one offensive dice, and I'm not really worried about that. Meanwhile, Sayo's gonna power up herself this turn, so I kind of want her to already be doing less. Also, I do not have the worry of needing Sayo's book anyways, so even if I kill her before she gets to high emotion level, I don't mind too much. She's using ink over here. Red Silent Mist. It's a little bit scary, but not too scary. I think we just go for the stagger here. So, we have a daring decision up. Would like to clash with that actually, so we get you up in emotion. So we'll do this. And then as for you, that is what will be happening here. Followed by cooking prep. And then we'll overpower that. Okay, this should already be solved now. This is gonna be 8, so easily dead. You have prot, so let's just let you attack over there. And we'll take care of Yang. Well, it's 6 power daring decision, don't mind if I do. Very nice. So now we have unlocked card draw, which we theoretically already had with the, discard decks. And we've obtained Sharpened Blade is not what I wanted to say. Clean Up, which is also a very banger card. Yeah, I guess it's just time to fight the musicians then. Let me actually burn these books so I don't forget. Very sad that I don't have any of these guys. At least I think I don't have any musician. I do not. But it's fine. Nightmare and Star of the City will be my time. I did do my draft with fully expecting that I don't need anything for the mid game, and so far I'm proven right. Okay. So they actually endure quite a bit of the shit that I'm doing, and they use big blunting attacks. Oink is very scary, because Oink can use... Oh no, it was Mumu. Yeah. Mumu is very scary, because Mumu can use heavy peaks, which... pretty nasty if it hits us. So probably target Mumu first. Yeah. Seems like a good idea. Ignoring enemies on this like fight is not gonna be as nice to you. Because, well, as we've already pointed out, blunting damage kind of nasty. Since most key pages you get at this point in the game are actually like either blunt normal or blunt weak, sometimes even blunt fatal. It's not a lot of characters that resist blunt at this stage in the game. This shit's not pretty. Here comes on heavy peaks. Okay, I think a daring decision should be able to stop that. Unfortunately, I think I also need to stay calm, so this goes off first. Then we can continue to stop some shit. She probably still want to focus down Mumu. But the hard rehearsal's also gonna suck. I think I need to keep my commandeerings up. Here comes the stagger. And there goes Mumu. Oof, 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 I didn't account for that. Yikes. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a very nasty turn in a bit. Oof. Okay, no one's going for you. 2 things are going for you. That is definitely killing Hanafuda. Can redirect that. But yeah, I think we can kiss Hanafuda goodbye. Need to redirect that. It's not even Hanafuda, actually. Oh, you're still alive. Crazy. Okay, well in that case, I need to be a little bit more careful now. So you are still very healthy and you get +3 on your attacks. I think on this end we just throw everything we've got at Meow before she gets to move. Yeah. Very nice. Also stack at you. Neat. Love not getting punished for what I did. And now we're getting decision. And it's over. Cool. Now the only 2 fights that are left are 2 boss fights. And, well, a bunch of Abno battles. Which we'll do the Abno battles before the boss fights. So first, Malkut. Da 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 da. Well, that passive's just wrong, but it's fine. It's still alright. You're supposed to be dead. Well, okay. That doesn't matter. And you're dead.
다들 수고했어.
Man, must be nice to have 4 librarians. Is this singing machine? I think so. I'll be real, I kind of forgot how this one works. I just know that you need to win some clashes. And, you know, not lose. Crazy concept, I know. Okay, if user fails to deal damage, stagger self, that's what that was. And then put target into singing machine. stick as well. Suppression of Singing Machine complete. Now we do Hot, which this one is Spider Bud. Yeah, Commandeering is not the greatest card for this, now that I remember this fight. Yep. Of course I come during the spider fight of all things. Hello, Cinder. Yeah, sorry. I'm almost done. Okay, Hot's getting hit by the cocoon, that's okay. Alright. Also nice to see you in chat. How are you doing, Cinder? What's getting hit by daring decision? This is. That's all the little spiderlings gone. Now we just wait for Angry Face again. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Staggered. Tired. It's almost like you just woke up. Crazy. I hope you slept well today at least. But knowing circumstances, or knowing you, you probably didn't. I still hope that you did. I don't care. It's not that relevant now. The face is not that relevant. You being, you know, having slept well is relevant. Done with this. Nutsack. This is Porcubus. Which should be a pretty straightforward fight unless you bring guns. Am I about to stack up Porcubus, really? Huh. I guess I am. Well, don't mind if I do. Don't think I've seen this guy get staggered that many times. Okay, thank you very much for the hydrate, Cinder. I'll make sure to do so. It took me quite a bit of time to get to sleep last night, but at least it was a continuous sleep and not a start and stop one. So that's at least nice. Bonus stagger is a heck of a thing. Well, that and it not evading at all. Because usually it gets all its stagger back from, you know, succeeding its evades.
오늘은 술 냄새가
Okay.
자연과학
Hi there, Tiff! Okay. We have two options. We can do Tiff now, or we finish up this and do Queen of Hatred next time. It would be one hell of a flex to just do Queen of Hatred right now. I think I want to finish these two fights first. Now, are we gonna start with Tomeri, or are we gonna start with Philip? Could also overwork some of my stuff. Because I did get these guys as cards now. Which, to be fair, I don't really do that much piercing anymore. But I should definitely start considering using something that's not commandeering anymore. No, fuck it. I hate change, and we're starting with Tomeri. Okay, now we're entering the fights where you're supposed to have 4 librarians. So this shit's gonna be tough. For sure. Actually, let me start with Oscar. Phew. This is gonna be tough. There's trans Pierce. Oof. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think I need to do some proper preparation for this fight. Because honestly, the second wave of this isn't the hard part, it's this part. I've barely done anything to them and all my guys are about to get staggered. Can't even do anything about that. It's just gonna hit me like a truck. Like, there is a slight chance that Overpower wins this, but I shouldn't be banking on that. That attempt is definitely cooked. Okay, let's see, what do we have available? We have Walter, which endures slashing and is normal to pierce. I don't think I have anything that's pierce resistant. You're even pierce weak. And for some unknown reason, you're pierce normal. Walter does also have more speed on average. I think that's all the key pages that I have potentially available. So two things I could change is swapping to one of these key pages, which I think is just straight up not the correct move. Oh, 1 second. BRB.
Haustür hat einen Besucher.
Okay. I have returned. So, we could change decks. We should probably change decks. Pamela and Philip are all weak to slashing. So we should probably pivot to that kind of solo. So the slashing cards we have are Crack of Dawn. To a degree we have Scratch That, which has like a 3 to 7 slashing die, 3 to 8. Daring Decision, still a good slashing card. And that's it. We can swap over to Sharpened Blade decks, which to be fair isn't the worst idea. So we'll just do like 2 back straights, 2 cleanups. 2 full stops. Like this. Which... we don't have Dark Cloudblade from Sayo, but we have Solidarity. Which means that Sharpened Blade by itself is already like +3. It's gonna be like 4 to 6. If you pair that with another, that's like 6 to 8. It's not the greatest, but it could be okay. And then in this version, we don't clash, we just focus. Immediately going at it, huh? Okay, let's see how this is gonna turn out. Love rolling min. Okay, now you are basically not able to do anything because you have no light. We'll keep it that way. You're getting attacked by only Philip, which can stagger you if he max rolls everything, but he's not gonna do that. Actually, it can't, even if he max rolls everything, because you do resist slashing. So now we go over and go for broke on you. Shuffle hands here and stay calm to make sure that you die. And full stop to life and call off the back streets here. Oh, wait, now I can get staggered by Philip. Duh. Okay. We got Pamela. Emily is dead. Okay, that's another Trans Pierce. Which is going for Roland. Could stagger you. Let's just assume that it does for now. So what we do now is focus on Philip. In case you do not get staggered, you do this. Let's see. He needs to roll a 12. Which he had. Nah, he's getting that, so we're keeping the full stop to life here. Oh, okay. Also fine. Oops, no light. Yep. Me when I don't engage in clashes with the enemy. You have no light. Okay. I think we want to give this to Hanafuda, because she has the best clashing potential still. Okay, 2 of these. How is stagger looking? 10 and 10 and 1. Okay. Lovely. Okay. That's +2. +4, so that win's guaranteed. You are at +3, so actually I should just trust in Roland. He's +3. There is a chance that he loses, but he will simply not. He's just that guy, you know? Alternatively, I take it with you. Which obviously slightly lower chance to win, but if you get hit, it's not as tragic. Nice! And you're staggered. Okay, now the real question. Can we beat Philip with 3 librarians at like 50% HP? Surely, right? You should be killing. Oh, right, pulsation. So you have even less HP now because of pulsation. That's rough. Yeah, that's very rough. Okay, what are our hands looking like? That is not the greatest hand to start the fight with, all things considered. Okay, definitely want to clock him with some daring decisions here. And of course you're going for the highest HP target. I think you just take this for now. Funnily enough. As for you, you can reduce the power. Yeah, I died to burn. Well, more so the fact that I died to pulsation at the end there. That's rough. Oh my god. Bruh. Turns out the fucking negative effect of the negative effect card can bite you in the ass. Okay, how do I play around that then? I think this general approach was still good though. And we take care of one of them. Ow. So Oscar got emotion level up, which just great. Yeah, this attempt is definitely not going as great as the first one. Restart that. Hello Alex. Thank you very much for the hydrate. It's nice to see you in chat again. We have hit the quote-unquote difficulty spike for this draft specifically, because we now have to do all the boss fights with just 3 librarians. And we honestly were about to beat Philip. It's just that we kind of died to the pulsation. Why are you both starting with that? Them starting with collision is kind of ass. What if I took care of Oscar first? It's not gonna go as fast, but it might be worth a shot. This shit's very reliant on damage rolls. Holy. Not looking pretty. No, cooked again. Okay. Low rolled on that one. Both of this is going for you. Everything's actually going for you. Lovely. Well, I have no good cards to play. God, that sucks. That sucks really bad, actually. It was looking so good too. Yeah, you also didn't trigger Unrelenting yet, so you live. Unfortunate. At least we can kill you before you do something. That is less nice though. Need to do this. Then, yeah, I mean, have no other option of trying to take care of you that way. You're basically dead, unfortunately. Are you serious? 5 to 9, 5 to 8. God, that fucking sucks. At this point, I'm just gonna play for the quote-unquote out, which I don't see an out, to be fair. Okay, the nice thing is we are about to kill. The problematic part is we are taking so much damage to pulsation again that we are most likely still losing. Because I have to do this. This should kill him. But then what, right? So now we take pulsation damage. Wait, why didn't I take... Did the scene not end with him dying? I guess not. I mean, I'm still low on HP, but I do have Fervent Beats turn 1 this time, which might be relevant. You just have to go with double daring decision because you're burning alive next turn anyways. I think you just use Call of the Backstreet twice here. Bye. Nope. Down second phase. Yeah, the second phase here is honestly not that bad. The problem is just that I'm entering it way too low HP. And I'm already a Librarian down, right? So... unfucking fortunate. I just need to make it out of phase 1 with more HP. Because if I have that one extra turn with all Librarians, he's just dead. Right, I did get Book of Pamela and Pamela now. Let me actually see real quick. Because I have one of them drafted. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have the short-haired one drafted. Which I think... Let's just burn both. If one of them's resistant to pierce, that might be the angle, actually. No, they are not, because why would they be? They do have wedge, which is pretty nice, but it doesn't help me in this specific circumstance.
아무것도 안 먹.
Both of them are starting with collision again. That turns PS. Maybe I ignore pulsation. Because it doesn't really do much on turn 1 in Dawn phase anyways. I think we're going with Pale Hands instead. Okay, here's Trans Pierce. It's a very annoying combination of skills right now. Gonna do like 14, 16, minimum of 8 pierce dagger damage, which I can also not mitigate. And my hands are shit as well. And it is costing a lot of HP, yeah it is. This situation right here is very bad. Can't really redirect it to anyone either. It is happening at 2, so what if I just let it go through? Probably is what I'll have to do. If I don't win this, I get staggered. But I get staggered on the second hit. Not pretty. Okay. Still very dubious. Well, that's insanely bad. And we can't overtake that. Oh my god, that's so fucked. Oh! That's so annoying. Yeah, fuck that. I think we do pick Pale Hands. That just seems like the play, but you know, can't just die to the randomness here, unfortunately. This isn't a foolproof strat, it is, you know, unfortunately subject to a lot of targeting AI here. But I think this is quote-unquote the best approach I have right now. Okay, both of them are using collision on turn 1 again, lovely. And a Transpierce. Ooh. And everything's going for, you know what, let me just switch that up real quick. Okay, a lot of things here are going for you. That's okay. Thing is, I know it's possible. So I will not back down. Not that I can, I kind of am already using everything that I have. Like, even finishing other things wouldn't give me an advantage at this point anymore. Okay, now the damage is properly split. If I just... yeah, move that attack all the way back here. I should stagger before you get a move in at all. JK, I'm not getting a move that. Okay, well, still worked. Sparking Spear, high speed stabbing. Oh, you didn't go up in emotion. Because he didn't clash this time, that's why. Oh my god. Very bad targeting again. Physically cannot beat this ever. If I redirect to anyone, they get staggered. And then Rue's still coming out. Could redirect Rue over here and then redirect this over here, and then I get high speed stabbed and die. Yeah, and I'm in this position. Okay, time to die in phase 2 because I am lower than ever, HP wise. Well, at least I know that I'm shredding through Philip's stagger bar this way. So this approach is definitely better. It's just that, you know, now I'm dead. 7 beats! Stagger HUDs. And I'm dead. This is giving me mighty wacky flashbacks from that one time where I played Library for the first time and stubbornly tried to beat this fight with 3 guys. Literally just the same picture. To be fair, at that time I also had like pierce resistance, so that was much easier to do. Now I don't have pierce resistance available to me. Everything's going for the same person. Let's just see if we win the staring decision. So if we do, I think it's fine. This shit again, huh? Oh, right. That's a very annoying stagger. And you're getting attacked by 2 things. One of which I can't take. What if we still get hit by that? That should be okay. Just need to change priority over to you. It's not okay. I'm currently thinking, what if I go three discard decks? It would have damage mitigation through shuffle hands. The problem is that I'd be running out of light quite fast. You know what? I'll just try it. And then with that I need to get rid of this and input a Zhong Office. Input another Zhong Office. What else did I give you? Electric Shock and Pierce prowess. think we still approach it in a very similar manner though, where we just throw everything we've got at one person. To be fair, now it is definitely harder, because we have to set it up in a way where we still have light on the turns after. I think it is definitely way less damage. Yeah, that approach is not worth it. Okay. Instead of that... No. You are unfortunately kind of relevant. I do need you for the second phase. Let's go back in.
아무것도 안 먹으면 죽을 거야.
신경 써주셔서
Oh, that was so stupid. Yeah. Yeah, that's just a cooked Roland, basically. He's not getting attacked at the very least. But there is a Transpierce incoming. Okay, you're getting attacked by 2 things. Can I beat this? It's gonna be very hard. This one's just gonna stagger me if I try to combat it. And you can't win against that one. So I need to bank on this working. And then take out you. And take the Transpierce. Nope. Shit could be so much easier if I just drafted something that is resistant to pierce. Let's see if I do Tamari first. It doesn't gain me anything. Wait, oh my god, this is a pretty good fix. We get Now Die from Jikan. It does damage us, but it's a very strong card. Okay, here's Jikan. We want this card. Or at least head-to-head, which is also a very nice card to get. Hello, hello, depressed calculator. Nice to see you in chat. How are you doing? I'm good. Nice, nice. We are currently on our mission to 3-man Oscar's group, which, let's just say, is not going too great at the moment. We have finally hit the first wall of the challenge. It is very much possible, but I am just missing that slight bit of damage mitigation at the moment. Is it the Bloodborne? You mean G-Con? Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the shit. No, Oscar. Ah, Oscar. Right, yeah. We have made it to Philip multiple times, but the problem is that we are just on too little HP at the moment. And a bunch of times... Like, it wouldn't be a problem if I had pierce resistance, but I don't. I don't have a singular person with pierce resistance. Okay, let's see. I could be using Now Die. Now Die would accelerate me dying as well, but it would deal big damage. We could be using Crack of Dawn, which the protection might help in some scenes. In that case, we would be scrapping like one sharpened blade. This needs to stay the same. Let's just go back in. Needed to take my mind off of this for a moment. Kill G-Con real quick. Sharpened Blade is a very nice card, but do I just try making a more aggressive deck with no light? I don't think the aggression part is the problem here. But I can try that after this attempt. Okay. This turn we can't actually overtake, which is a little bit annoying. You're clashing with right now. Bad, it's going at 3 and is fenced away. Oh, but you're faster than everyone. Okay. Didn't account for that one. Okay, that does kill her a little bit too fast, unfortunately, meaning Oscar gets his light back. But I don't think he used Transpierce. No, he didn't. Which arguably, him using Sparking Spear is a little bit more annoying, unironically. Okay, that is still fine. Okay, this is going for you. Let's do this. full stop that. Full stop this. Ow. Okay. We don't want to go with pulsation, we want this. It's looking much better. No, man. It is still looking much better, though. You have 11. You probably just should be taking care of this. Soak up that hit. You have -1 power, so... Then the last hit's gonna come through here. This is gonna get +3. So we're at a min of 4. Then we still have this open. Which honestly, just shuffle hands again here. And then we're basically alright. Never mind. Okay, but at least family is gone. Nothing going for you, that's great. Trans-PS. Daring decision on you. Crack that dawn. Wait, actually. How much? 10? Okay, that staggers you. And then we crack John over here. Honestly, maybe even this way. Then you get staggered before the Trans-PS even comes out. Cringe. Okay. Philip staggered. Roland needs emotion. Meaning Roland finishes off this HP bar. I might not have done enough damage to Oscar. I don't think he's in range of thingy just yet. Shit. This is fine though. Yeah, I didn't. That's annoying. And I got slightly punished by Roland getting hit there. Okay, Fervent Beats on you. Okay, we have a good chunk of HP. Roland's gonna die in like a few turns, unfortunately. Now we just need a decent starting hand with everyone. That is not a decent starting hand. Huh. This is alright. And this is fine. Okay. With you, we... We shuffle hands against this. This is getting +4 power, so it's at 6 minimum. So we do that for the additional hits. Then we can use up to 4 light, we'll be at 3 next turn. Alternatively, we don't get burned here too much yet. Soak up this. And full stop to life next turn. Yeah. Then with you... You're not getting attacked. So I kind of want to postpone attacking with you just yet, meaning we clean up and do this. Got a daring decision in hand and got to stay calm. Very nice. Roland is about to die, so you just go off, King. $12, 14, 2, staggered. Nope. Yeah, unfortunately the stagger did not come out early enough. Which means that this attempt is unfortunately cooked. Do we just not pick up Fervent Beats then? But Fervent Beats seems so important. It might just be better to not get to max emotion level before we finish the fight. Pick up Fervent Beats in this fight, so we have it for a turn when he doesn't have his damage reduction. That is probably the way to go. Now I just need to come up with a way to actually get my emotion at that point. Crack of Dawn definitely did do the work I needed it to, so that is nice to keep in there. I think I'll give it one more shot, and if it doesn't work, I'll theory craft a little bit off stream, and then come back to it with a fresher mind. I unironically think Tamberi's gonna have if Feather Shield didn't give him 3 protection, he probably would have won. Yeah, exactly. That's why I need to like wait out the few turns, but if I can postpone getting to emotion level 3, I think I can beat it. It's just that I need to beat the first phase a little bit faster. Or not optimize my thing again. Yeah, I think we just lack a librarian or book anomalies. That's exactly what the point of this challenge is. This is supposed to be my hardest part of the game. Well, that and Reverb Ensemble. I am down a lot of resources, and I will say I have already beaten this fight with only 3 librarians before, but in that, like, when I had units that were pierce resistance. These guys are not pierce resistant, and neither is, like, all of the things that I have up until this point. Okay, I'll give it one more shot. If it doesn't work, I'll theory craft a little bit off stream, look at some cards that might help with this fight. And then probably tomorrow I'll get back to this fight specifically. I will be real, this is probably the fight I dreaded the most, because I knew how tough it's gonna be. And unironically, after we're done with this, I think we're just gonna be cruising again after this. They themselves are generally vulnerable to stabbing. Not really. They kind of resisted. That's why we are on a slash deck right now. Okay. High speed stabbing. Of course you max roll. We'd like a couple of Shi's combat pages. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get the Shi yet. Really wish I had access to more stuff at this point in the game. But it is what it is. Okay, this shit's going for you, that's alright. You're getting fucked. Yeah, that's not pretty. Okay. Unfortunate. Alright. I'll be thinking about builds and shit. Maybe some passives that are actually more helpful and cards on the next stream. Because I don't just want this to be like me fighting Oscar for another hour. So, we'll see each other tomorrow, most definitely. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye!